Hello everyone, I Mukesh Tiwari welcome everybody in this video of the soils of India, which is the third chapter of your ICSE book Geography class 10. In this video we are going to understand about the meaning of the soil, the main agents which are responsible for the formation of the soil. We will also have a deep discussion about the six type of the soils, that is the alluvial soil, the black soil, the red soil, the laterite soil, the arid soil and the mountain soil. So we will have a deep understanding about these six type of the soils. We will also understand what type of questions are most common in the board examination. So let's begin. So welcome back in this video of the soils of India. So we are going to understand about the meaning of the soil. The soil is the uppermost layer of the earth which has the ability to support life. It can be any type of the soil. It can be the alluvial soil, the red soil or the desert soil. Any type of the soil has the ability to support the life. It can be the plant life, it can be the animal life or the life of an insect. The soil has the ability to maintain and survive the life on its part. So we can say that the soil is the uppermost layer of the earth which can sustain life. So it has the soil has both the organic and the inorganic elements in it. So if we talk about, we have understood the meaning and the definition of the soil. Now if we talk about what are the agents which are responsible for the formation of the soil. Many factors are there which are responsible for the formation of the soil. It can be a human activity or a nature. Human activity, because of the agriculture, agriculture is a human activity. The mining is a human activity by which we try to break the rocks, and the breaking of the rocks and the decomposition of the rocks lead to the formation of the soil. So because of the agriculture also we clean the mountain area by mining, and by mining also we clean the mountain area, which ultimately leads to the formation of the soil. So human activity is also very important factor for the formation of the soil. And another one is the nature. The nature means the heat, high temperature, the heat, the pressure, the winds, the running water also contribute a great deal in the formation of the soil. Because of the decomposition of the animal and the plant life also add the organic matter in the soil, which increases the fertility. So we have understood what are the main agents of the formation of the soil. The agent can be both the human activity or the activity of the nature. So I hope that the meaning of the soil and the factors for the formation of the soil is clear to everyone. So these are the main factors. The meaning of the formation, the meaning of the soil, I think you are able to understand. So let's move ahead. Classification of the soil. India, if we talk about the India has total 6 types of the soil. 6 types of soil which we will study in this video. We will have a deep discussion about the 6 types of the soil. The formation of the soil vary. The type of the soil vary because of the temperature, the rainfall, the altitude, the latitude, everything together take participation in the different forms of the formation of the soil. So we will discuss everything in a very detailed manner. So if we talk about the 6 types of the soil, the first type is the alluvial soil, the black soil, the red soil, the laterite soil, the arid or the desert soil, the mountain soil, and the mountain soil is the last one of our 6 types. So if we discuss everything in a very detailed manner, the alluvial soil is called the ideal soil. It is the ideal for the agriculture of both the Rabi, both Rabi crop and the Kharif crop. Both the Rabi crop and the Kharif crop. It is an ideal soil. It is formed because of the sedimentation, because of the depositional work done by the rivers. It is formed by the depositional work done by the rivers. Indo-Gangetic plain of India is totally made of the alluvial soil. At the last, we will have we will study with a map of India, and we will try to understand which soil is present in which place of India. So alluvial soil is the most fertile soil among the 6 types of the soil. Indo-Gangetic plain like UP, Bihar, the West Bengal, the Punjab, all these areas are made of the alluvial soil. Now if we talk about the black soil, the black soil is also called the regued soil, and it is also called the cotton soil because it is best for the cultivation of the cotton in India. The regued soil, R-E-G-U-R. So the black soil is also called the cotton soil because it is ideal for the cultivation of the cotton in India. Next one is the red soil. The red soil is the iron. Because of the high concentration of the iron into red soil, it is called the red soil. High concentration of the iron. It is comparatively less fertile than the alluvial and the black soil. The most fertile soil is the alluvial soil. The black soil is less fertile than the alluvial soil, and the red soil is also less fertile than the alluvial and the black soil. So it is mainly found in some parts of the West Bengal, in some parts of the Bihar and the southern part of India. The third one is the laterite soil. The laterite soil, we need the fertilizers in order to do cultivation in the laterite soil. The laterite soil is mainly found in the place where there is high temperature and the high rainfall. So the high temperature, and the high rainfall. The rainfall is also very high. So we need both the factors, that means the high temperature and the high rainfall for the formation of the laterite soil. It is also found in the Western Ghats, like in the Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, the laterite soil is found. The fifth one is the arid soil, that is the desert soil. It is found in the Thar desert of Rajasthan and some parts of Haryana. The last one is the mountain soil. The mountain soil is found in the Jammu Kashmir area, the Darjeeling, where the altitude of the place is higher. It is mainly famous for the spices. The spices the cultivation of spices are very high in the mountain soil. So each of these soils we will try to understand, we will discuss each of these soils in a very detailed manner so that it is beneficial for you for making of the notes. So let's discuss each of them in a very detailed manner. So first one is the alluvial soil. The alluvial soil is a widespread around 15 lakh square kilometer. 15 lakh square kilometer is made of the alluvial soil. So we can also tell that the alluvial soil is the largest soil. It covers the largest area in India. So it is found in the largest area. The entire northern plain, or we can also tell the Indo-Gangetic plain, is made of the alluvial soil. It is the result of the depositional work. It is deposited by the important Himalayan rivers like the Indus River, the Ganga river and the Brahmaputra river. Actually, the river has three stages: the younger stage, the mature stage, and the older stage. So during the time of the older stage, the river do the work of the deposition. The depositional work is done by the older age of the river. So the alluvial soil is also found in the eastern coastal plain. That means from the Haryana or from the Punjab and Haryana up to the Bengal and the Bangladesh area. The total Bangladesh area is also made of the alluvial soil. So alluvial soil is ideal for the fertile of both the for the agriculture of both the Rabi and the Kharif crops. It is ideal soil. It has the water retaining capacity is also very much, and it is also important for the it has the proper potash, the proper ratio of potash, phosphoric acid and the lime. So it is good for the sugarcane, paddy, wheat and the other cereal and the pulse crops, but it is ideal for the jute one or any type of cultivation can be done in this type of soil. So I hope that the alluvial soil, you are able to understand the alluvial soil and you don't have any kind of problem. So you can write down, this is the important one. If the question comes, what is alluvial soil, in which places the alluvial soil is found, this would be the answer. So if we talk about the category, that there are mainly two types of the alluvial soil, Bhangar and the Khadar. The Bhangar is the old alluvium. That means the old soil which is already formed. It is already formed, the old soil. The old which means it is already formed soil where the flood does not happen, which is already formed. It is called the old, the Bhangar. And the Khadar means every year because of flood, every year by flood, this soil is formed. This soil is formed. So every year this soil is formed because of the flood. So every year the new depositional work is done by the river. So it is called the Khadar. So Khadar is more fertile than the Bhangar also. The Khadar is very much fertile. It is also too much ideal for the agriculture of the Rabi and the Kharif and any kind of crop. So this is the two types of the alluvial soil, that is the Bhangar and the Khadar. So let's move. So this is the picture of the alluvial soil. It is found in the entire northern plain, that means the Indo-Gangetic plain. Next comes the black soil. The black soil is also called the Regur soil, or it is also called the cotton soil. The cotton soil. Why it is called the cotton soil? Because it is ideal for the cotton cultivation. It is mainly formed by, as we have understood that in the alluvial soil, in the case of the alluvial soil, it is formed by depositional work by the three rivers, Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. But in this case, the black soil is formed by the solidification of lava. That means the magma. When the magma is turned into the lava after becoming the cold, and it becomes the solid, because of the solidification of the lava, the black soil is formed. It has the highest water retaining capacity. The water retaining capacity is very high. The water retaining capacity. So the water retaining capacity of this soil is the highest. It is best for the cultivation of the cotton. It is spreaded over the northwest Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau means the South India. The South India is made of the Deccan Plateau. Because of the solidification of the lava, the black soil is formed, and the black soil is mainly found over Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh, and the Chhattisgarh. Another thing is the deep cracks. The black soil develop deep cracks when it becomes dry, and it becomes sticky when it is wet. So it is rich in the soil nutrients like the calcium carbonate, magnesium, potassium, and the lime, but it is poor for the phosphoric components. It has the highest water retaining capacity, so it is called the black soil. I hope that it is clear. So we will discuss. This is the picture of the black soil. It is found where it is found: Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, and the Madhya Pradesh. Red soil. The red soil is formed by the igneous rocks. It is because of the decomposition and the erosion of the igneous rocks. As I have already said, that the soil is formed because of the breaking down of the rocks and because of the erosion of the rocks, who are the main agents of the formation of the soil. The human factor as well as the natural factors are the agents of the formation of the soil. So the red soil has the iron content. It has the largest iron content, and that is why it is called the red soil. It is formed by igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are called if you have understood the rock, it is called the primary. It is called the primary rocks, and it is the most solid rocks. It is called the primary rock, igneous rocks. So it is because of the decomposition, the erosion of the igneous rocks, the red soil is formed. The red soil is found over Odisha, Chhattisgarh, the southern parts of the the Ganga plain, even in the parts of West Bengal and Bihar, the red soil is found. It also developed, the soil also developed the reddish in color because of the iron, because the red, the color of the soil is red because of the presence of the iron. It is less fertile than the alluvial and the black soil, and it needs the irrigation and the fertilization. It also becomes yellow at the time of the hydrated form. That means if it is wet, it will turn into the yellow color. The next soil is the laterite soil. The laterite soil is found over the Western Ghats. Over the Western Ghats. Over the areas of the Western Ghats, it means the Kerala, Karnataka, the laterite soil is found. The laterite soil is formed because of the heavy rain and the high temperature. Because of the heavy rain and the high temperature, the bacteria, the useful bacteria is washed out, as well as the nutrients of the soil is also washed out. So because of the high rainfall and the high temperature, the useful bacteria and the nutrients are washed away, and that is how the laterite soil is found. It needs the irrigation for the cultivation. So this kind of soil needs the irrigation as well as the fertilizers to do agriculture in this type of soil. Another, the most important factor of this type of soil is the leaching. Now what is the leaching? Because of the high rainfall and the temperature, the bacteria is washed away. The bacteria presence is it leads to a loss of the bacteria presence, and the nutrients of the soil is also washed out. So this process is called the leaching. So leaching is the process in which the bacteria and the nutrients are washed away. So it is a feature of the laterite soil. So it is found in the hilly area, that means in the Western Ghat. It is suitable for the cultivation with adequate dose of the manure and the fertilizers. So these soils are mainly found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and the Madhya Pradesh and the hilly areas of Odisha and the Assam. So it is suitable for the cultivation of the tea and coffee and the cashew nuts. So I hope that the laterite soil is clear to everyone. You can write down the main points of the laterite soil. You can write down the main points of this laterite soil. Now let's move. It is a small picture of the laterite soil. It is found in the hilly area of the Karnataka, Kerala and the Tamil Nadu. The total area of the laterite soil is 2.48 lakh square kilometer is the total area of the laterite soil. Let's move to the next one. The next soil is called the arid soil, or also called the desert soil. It is mainly found in the Rajasthan and the western part of the Haryana. It has it is unsuitable for the agriculture. It has a high concentration of the salt content. This soil is formed because of the because of the dry climatic condition and the high temperature, the evaporation, the highest rate of the evaporation. It lacks the humus and the moisture. It means it has the low water retaining capacity. Low water retaining capacity. If you pour the water, it will be dried very soon. It is formed because of the low rainfall and the high temperature. So it is unsuitable for the agriculture, but the agriculture can also happen in this type of soil, because after huge irrigation, with the help of the irrigation, the agriculture is possible in this soil. It is mainly found in the southwestern Haryana, Punjab and the western Rajasthan. Still, because of the irrigation, jowar, bajra, ragi and the oil seeds can be grown over this soil. So this soil is found over 1.42 lakh square kilometer. Over a large area, the total Thar desert of Rajasthan. The total Thar desert of Rajasthan is made of the desert or the arid soil. So I hope that arid or the desert soil is clear to everyone. You can write down the main points of this. So it is a small picture of the desert soil. Only the kikar can grow in this type of soil, whose roots are very longer, and the agriculture is very difficult in this type of soil. So let's move to the next. It is the last type of soil, which is called the mountain soil. It is mainly found in the hilly area, like where the rainfall, sufficient rainfall is also available, and because of the loamy and the silty valley sides and the pores grained in the upper slopes. It is mainly found in the Jammu Kashmir area and the Himalaya area. It is suitable for the cultivation of tea, coffee, spices and the cashew. It is where it is found Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Sikkim, the Assam and the Arunachal Pradesh. So in a very cold area, because of the high altitude, the height of the place, this area remains cold. It is useful for the tea, coffee, spices and the tropical fruits. So if we look at the map where the soils are found, so the total Jammu Kashmir area is made of the mountain soil. In the Sikkim place, in the northwestern part, this forest and the mountain soils are found. If we talk about the Indo-Gangetic plain, this whole place belongs to the Indo-Gangetic plain, and in these areas the alluvial soil is found. The alluvial soil is found over all these places. Indo-Gangetic plain, it has which I said that it is a ideal soil for the cultivation of both the Rabi and the Kharif crop. In the Eastern Ghat also the alluvial soil is found. In the Eastern Ghat, the Eastern Ghat is much wider than the Western Ghat, so it is also made by the deltas of the Mahanadi, Godavari. So these rivers have done the depositional work, and the alluvial soil is found over the Eastern Ghat. So this is the red soil of all these areas are the red soil. It is found in the West Bengal, the Andhra Pradesh, the Bihar, and the total Deccan Tract. The black soil, so this is the total black soil. Gujarat, it is found in the Gujarat where the black soil is found. It is also called the cotton soil. The cotton soil, it is ideal for the cultivation of the cotton with the highest water retaining capacity. Another one is the laterite soil. The whole Western Ghat is made of the laterite soil. The leaching is an important factor of the laterite soil. And the last and the sixth one is the arid soil. This whole area of the Western Rajasthan and the Western Haryana. The Thar Desert is also found. Thar Desert is also found over the arid soil. So I hope that the different parts of the soil is clear to everyone. You have understood, and I have done my best attempt to make you understand about the soils of India. So thank you for watching the video. I hope that it is clear to everyone. I hope that you have enjoyed the video, and the main points, the total 6 type of the soils is clear to everyone. So thank you for being with us. Thank you for being with us and watching the video. This is my email ID. If you want to ask any question, you can directly contact me on this email ID. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more and more updates. Thank you.